Welcome to my channel. I am going to tell you about the United States of America 1 cent, which is very valuable and rare. If you have it, you can become rich. Today, we're diving into the story of a small but iconic piece of American currency, the 1961 United States 1 cent coin. Now, you might be thinking, it's just a penny, what's so special about it? But let me tell you, there are pennies out there that have become legendary, worth thousands and even millions of dollars. So, stay with me as we uncover why this 1961 penny might just be one of the most valuable coins you could find in your collection. History of the 1961 1 cent coin. The 1961 1 cent coin was part of the iconic Lincoln cent series, which began in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The coin was designed by Victor David Brenner and remains one of the most recognizable coins in American history. The 1961 penny was minted during a fascinating time in America, just as the country was on the cusp of great cultural and technological shifts. This was a time when a penny could still buy something. And while this little copper coin might look ordinary, there are details that make certain 1961 pennies extraordinary. Unique features of the 1961 penny. So, what makes this penny stand out from other coins? The 1961 Lincoln cent, like others in the series, features a profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, with the word Liberty and the minting year, 1961, etched into the copper. On the reverse, you'll see the Lincoln Memorial design, added in 1959 to honor Lincoln's legacy. This was a fresh look for the 1 cent piece at the time and remains an important part of its charm. The rare mint errors of the 1961 penny. Now, let's get to what every collector dreams of, the possibility of owning a 1961 penny with a rare mint error. Sometimes, during the minting process, things don't go exactly as planned. These errors can include doubled dies, off-center strikes, and clipped planchets. While they might seem like small mistakes, these imperfections can drive up a coin's value dramatically. In particular, double die errors on the date or lettering are highly sought after. They create a shadow effect, making the year or words look like they're duplicated. These errors are rare, and if you find a 1961 penny with this characteristic, you could be in possession of a coin that's worth thousands. Why 1961 pennies are collectible? The 1961 1 cent coin also holds significant collectible value due to its historical context and age. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition are the most desirable, as they've escaped the wear and tear of everyday transactions. Grading plays a huge role in a coin's value. Higher grades, like MS 65 and above, are incredibly rare and fetch impressive prices in the collector's market. Finding the 1961 penny's value today. Now, let's talk about how you can find out the value of your 1961 penny. The worth of a 1961 penny can vary greatly based on its condition, mint mark, and whether or not it has any unique errors. Common, circulated versions may only be worth a few cents to $1, depending on their wear. But a higher grade, uncirculated 1961 penny, especially one with a mint error, could be worth much, much more. For the highest grade, like an MS 67, collectors and investors alike are willing to pay a premium. That's because the better the condition, the rarer it becomes to find a coin from 1961 that has survived with little to no wear. So, could your penny be worth millions? As incredible as it might sound, some 1 cent coins have indeed sold for life-changing amounts at auction. If your 1961 penny is uncirculated, has a unique mint error, or is one of the very rare pieces in perfect condition, you might just have a coin that's worth $3.5 million. Today, we're diving deep into the intriguing world of the 1975 United States 1 cent coin, a coin that seems ordinary but holds some extraordinary secrets. Whether you're a coin collector, history lover, or simply curious, this is a story you won't want to miss. Show various iconic U.S. pennies from different years. Pennies have been a part of American life for over 2 centuries, serving as tiny time capsules. From their original designs to the materials used in each decade, pennies offer a fascinating window into U.S. history. The 1975 penny might not appear to stand out at first glance, but let's take a closer look. You'll be surprised by what it could reveal. Show images of President Lincoln, followed by images of the Lincoln Memorial in 1975, the United States was in a unique period, on the cusp of the nation's bicentennial. Coins were being minted with extra care, knowing that collectors would be interested in any coin produced around this historic time. Like every other penny since 1909, the 1975 penny featured the image of Abraham Lincoln, an homage to one of the nation's most iconic presidents. Close-up of 1975 on the penny. But what's fascinating about this penny? Well, it's not just the year, but the scarcity of high-quality 1975 pennies that makes it special. When we say high quality, we're talking about coins that were preserved so well they appear almost untouched. For coin collectors, finding a 1975 penny in pristine condition is like finding a needle in a haystack. Close-up of the front and back of the penny. The 1975 penny is made primarily of copper, with a small mix of zinc. It weighs just 3.11 grams, but its design and details pack a lot of history. The front side, or obverse, shows Lincoln's familiar profile, with the year, 1975, stamped right below. The back side, or reverse, features the Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of American heritage. Zoom in on Lincoln Memorial details. Here's a fun fact: if you look closely, you'll even see a tiny image of Lincoln seated in the memorial. This small but intricate detail has been a beloved feature for collectors and history enthusiasts alike. A stack of pennies, some appearing older and more worn compared to a few shiny ones. But here's where things get really interesting. Most 1975 pennies that are in circulation today show signs of wear, scratches, faded details, and discoloration. However, a select few were set aside in perfect or near-perfect condition, preserved over the decades. These mint state pennies are so rare that they've become the focus of collectors willing to pay big money to add them to their collections. Grading chart for coins, showing different quality levels. So, what makes a penny, especially a 1975 penny, valuable? First, its condition. Coins are graded on a scale, with mint state 70 being perfect. The closer a coin is to this perfect grade, the more valuable it becomes. Second, the demand among collectors. The 1975 penny, though common, has become a favorite among collectors who seek pristine examples of graded coins with various conditions. Even a slight improvement in condition can mean a significant increase in a penny's value. For example, a 1975 penny in average condition might be worth just a few cents to $1, but in mint condition, the value skyrockets. Dramatic zoom into a shiny, perfect 1975 penny. You might be wondering, can a single penny really be worth millions? The answer is yes, under the right circumstances. A combination of demand, rarity, and near-perfect condition can make a seemingly ordinary penny worth a fortune. For collectors, finding a flawless 1975 penny is like discovering hidden treasure, and some are willing to pay the price. Show coin collectors admiring a coin collection or a coin auction with intense interest. For serious collectors, the appeal of the 1975 penny lies in its ability to represent history. Collectors are fascinated by its role in the years leading up to the bicentennial celebration and its preservation of President Lincoln's image. Add to that the challenges of finding one in excellent condition, and it's easy to see why this penny is such a prized possession. Zoom out from the 1975 penny, with text overlay, worth millions? Imagine holding a 1975 penny, knowing it might be worth a small fortune. So, if you come across a shiny, untouched 1975 penny, don't overlook it. It could be more valuable than you ever imagined. In fact, pristine examples of this coin have been known to reach $2.5 million at auctions. Yes, that's right, $2.5 million. Fade out to the penny glimmering on screen. Next time you check your change, keep an eye out for that hidden treasure. You never know, that 1-cent coin in your pocket might just change your life. Today, we're diving deep into a seemingly ordinary coin, the United States 1-cent coin from 1985. But, as you'll soon find out, there might just be something extraordinary hiding in this small piece of copper. Before we talk value, let's step back in time to explore the story behind the 1985 penny. The 1980s were a fascinating period for the U.S. Mint, known for a few unique occurrences. Though it was a time when most Americans considered the penny as just another piece of pocket change, collectors started to notice that there was much more than met the eye. The penny from 1985 features the classic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side, designed by Victor David Brenner. His design, which was first introduced in 1909, has made Lincoln's profile an icon on this coin. And on the reverse, we see the Lincoln Memorial, a staple on pennies from 1959 until it was replaced in 2008. But it's what makes this coin different from other pennies that holds a real value for collectors. Now, what makes certain 1985 pennies so desirable and even worth more than you'd imagine? It all comes down to unique characteristics and possible minting errors. You see, minting errors are highly collectible, and certain types of mistakes can make a coin extremely valuable. Some 1985 pennies have caught the eye of collectors due to what's known as a double die error. This occurs when the coin is struck twice with slightly misaligned dies, creating a doubling effect on the text or images. In the case of the 1985 penny, collectors look closely at the word liberty or in God we trust, because even a slight doubling here can mean big bucks in the numismatic world. But it's not just about errors. The coin's condition plays a huge role in its value as well. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state, and a 1985 penny in flawless, mint state condition is incredibly hard to find today. Even a minor scratch or discoloration can affect the grade. So, if you happen to find a pristine, high-grade 1985 penny, you may be looking at a small fortune. And another factor? The mint mark. Pennies from the Philadelphia Mint in 1985 were made without a mint mark, while those from the Denver Mint have a D mint mark. Though both can be valuable, coins with certain errors, regardless of the mint, are what truly excite collectors. Now, you may wonder, why would anyone pay big money for a penny? Rarity and demand are key. With each passing year, high-grade, error-free 1985 pennies are becoming harder to find as they age and accumulate wear. Collectors know that if they want one in perfect condition or with a rare error, they have to act fast. So, let's recap. We have the potential for unique errors, high-grade quality, and growing rarity. All these factors combine to make certain 1985 pennies highly sought after by collectors. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for: how much is a rare 1985 penny worth if you strike gold with one in mint condition and a rare error? Incredibly, these rare pennies have sold at auctions for eye-popping amounts. Some collectors are willing to pay as much as $1.5 million to get their hands on a perfect 1985 penny with rare features. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that might just be hiding in your change jar, desk drawer, or even an old piggy bank: the United States of America 1-cent coin from 1986. Don't let its small value fool you, because this coin holds some fascinating history, unique characteristics, and yes, even some incredible potential for value. Cut to a clear image of the coin's front and back with close-ups of specific details. Let's start with the basics. This 1986 penny, also known as a Lincoln cent, is part of a series that began way back in 1909. Its obverse features the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this image has become one of the most recognizable in American coinage history. Turning it over, we see the reverse side, which in 1986 still displayed the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., surrounded by the words United States of America and the phrase E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one. This reverse design was introduced in 1959 to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Overlay text shows copper and zinc percentages as the narrator explains. Unlike the pure copper pennies from decades before, the 1986 1-cent coin has a unique composition. Starting in 1982, the U.S. Mint switched to a copper-plated zinc format to save costs. So, this penny is 97.5% zinc, coated with just 2.5% copper. Despite its lightweight feel, it's packed with a rich history and can have remarkable value for collectors. Close-up shots of slight differences in mint marks and various 1986 pennies in different conditions. Not every 1986 penny is valuable, but certain factors can make yours worth much more than just 1 cent. Collectors pay close attention to a coin's mint mark, located just below the year on the obverse side. In 1986, pennies were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each location's coins can have different values depending on their rarity and condition. Then we have the grading of the coin. Coins in pristine condition, known as a mint state, with little to no signs of wear, can fetch significantly higher prices. If your 1986 penny is free from scratches, discoloration, or blemishes, it might be worth having it professionally graded, as that could impact its market value considerably. Examples of error coins such as double die or off-center strikes are shown. Now, let's talk about error coins. In 1986, as in other years, the mint sometimes produced coins with slight errors. Think of them as happy accidents that can drive collectors wild. Some of the most valuable 1986 pennies have double die errors, where the images on the coin are stamped twice, creating a shadow or doubling effect. Another valuable error is the off-center strike, where the design is noticeably misaligned, making it a unique collectible. These errors don't happen often, so finding a 1986 penny with these quirks is rare, but if you do find one, you could be in for a pleasant surprise, the narrator explains, showing visuals of penny grades and estimated values. Most 1986 pennies you'll come across are common and may only be worth a few cents to collectors. However, if you're lucky enough to find one in uncirculated or high-grade condition, it could be worth a few dollars or even tens of dollars. But error coins and high-quality proof coins from this year have fetched significantly more. Suspenseful music plays as the narrator sets the stage for the final reveal. But now, we come to the moment you've all been waiting for. Could a simple 1986 penny really be worth a fortune? Well, while it's rare, there are certain error pennies out there that collectors would pay astounding amounts to own. Imagine finding one that could turn your pocket change into a life-changing windfall. Some 1-cent coins, under the right circumstances and with extreme rarity, have sold at auctions for jaw-dropping prices. In fact, in the world of rare and error coins, these humble pennies can reach prices as high as $1.1 million. Yes, you heard that right, over $1 million for a penny, the narrator concludes, showing the coin one last time with closing music. So, the next time you come across a penny, take a closer look. You never know if that tiny piece of copper and zinc might just be your hidden treasure. Thanks for joining us on this coin adventure. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos on coin collecting and values. Who knows? The next valuable coin could be hiding right in your pocket.